Hi, this is Charlie from Nexus, and I'm going to be talking to you about P2P Counts Up, exploring numbers 1 to 5. So the Education Endowment Foundation has confirmed that early years interventions speeds up children's learning. So this product fits very well into early years interventions. We have a product here that fits in very well with the Singapore maths approach, which is concrete, pictorial, abstract. It's a physical product, it's a maths manipulative that confirms and affirms for children in real space using real concrete objects and teaches them some key mathematical concepts. The rods here are made from eco-friendly bamboo, so this is a fantastic resource to make anything out of. It's very, very eco-friendly. And it's one of the best things we can use, and it's carbonated, so this is a very, very nice finish we have as well. A beautiful product. Now, in this resource we're going to be able to cover many early mathematical subjects, such as pattern making, and of course we use our pegs, our pegs paper pegs, which we, as we know, are very, very good for our fine motor skills, and they incorporate the tripod grip. But now, of course, now we have the benefit of having a mass product which has so much more to offer as well. So we can show basic A-B patterns, okay? So we can use blue and yellow, for example, and the idea is that math patterns are very important for early mathematical understanding. And by doing this exercise, by creating an A-B pattern, children can identify the units of repeat. So what we'd like them to do is establish a pattern and then ask the children to continue the pattern. So we have our linking pegboards. We can continue the pattern by stitching two linking pegboards together and ask the children to continue the pattern onwards. And again, we have a great feature with these pegs where they stack as well. So not only can we show patterns going horizontally, but we can also show patterns going vertically as well. Now, the idea with counting for young children is, if we take two yellow pegs for example, if a child has to point and count 1, 2, then that's one-to-one counting. Now, what we want children to do is move on from one-to-one counting in the early years and be able to subitize their numbers. So this is, subitizing is grouping a number of objects together so children can see that number without having to physically count it with a point and count. And we can do this very, very effectively by allocating the pegs into rods. So we see here 1 to 5, and so using the rods and the pegs here, they can then match and then they can build their numbers. Now, because all of this is measured and exact, they can't do wrong just from playing with this apparatus. They will understand their number bonds 1 to 5. Because as you can see here, if I construct my square here, all the pieces fit. The rods can be used on their own. We can show the blank side here, so that we can just take the colour away and make it more difficult for the child to understand the number, like so. We can use the rods in this way. So with 4 at the base, we can use 3 and 2, just rods, or we can use pegs. Using both hands, very, very good for both halves of the brain, as we know, the pegs to paper. And this is very, very evident with Count Up, because we really have to hold this with one hand and take our pegs with the other hand. So it's very, very good for using both halves of the brain, using both hands. It's very good like so. So the 4 as the base number, okay, if we add on top of that with our rods, it has to be made up this way. If we place 3 down onto the 4 here, nothing else fits but a 1. We're understanding, just by learning through play, we're understanding that our number bonds to 4, and again all the way up to 5 here. add addition and subtraction, it works in the same way. So 3 minus 1, sorry, 4 minus 1 is 3. So, and again, 3 plus 1 equals 4. This is just by playing, they understand this. Now what we can also do is label our blackboard tiles that come in with the set as well, with our chalky pastels, which are all coloured as the P2P colours. So we can identify and attribute the colours, and we can get the children to engage in this process as well. So it's a really, really fun activity, very tactile. Other products on the market, you know, generally smaller, most of the time made of plastic, and aren't as chunky and tactile, so not as good for the fine motor skills. And as we know, just like with pegs of paper, we learn from doing. It's that embodied cognition, that physical engagement with the concrete apparatus that really excels the children's understanding and makes it fun. Now there is something called mathematical anxiety, and that's what lots of young children develop as well, just from feeling that they can't achieve through maths. Now this really engages them, makes it fun, and that's a very good thing to have in the early years. So that's P2P Counts. And we have 25 cards that come in with the set. They detail different activities that you can do with the pegs and rods. And there's a QR code included in this set, and as you scan that through with your device, this will give you lots and lots of ideas, lesson planning ideas, plus the instructions that go along with this, so that it's very, very clear and evident how to use this piece of apparatus. And we've worked very closely with a lead school improvement advisor for mathematics called Christina Wood, and she's been very, very helpful in helping us develop these concepts for this product, and of course with Angela Webb as well, who helped us with pegs of paper. This is a brilliant product, and we're really, really excited about you guys on the road with this. So all the best. Thank you very much.